I can take it if you notice it. Keep it for a keepsake. How about that? Mr. Parker.
That'd be moi.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Town Hall.
Now, what does this do for me? Do I get a 10% discount at Total Wine?
We're working on discounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the cost of both of those.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. I got you a brand new badge. You can keep the other one for a second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
I made notes.
I'm assuming that when I do the materials for the town council and the way that it's meetings, that you would like those paper
Yes. I'm a
sent
hard
to you.
copy guy.
I got that.
Okay.
Are we ready? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mayor.
This is an unbelievable treat. Unbelievable. Welcome to our municipal meeting. This is my first meeting, so this is very special. I'd like to congratulate all of you for being here, congratulate you for winning. Thank you for being here, I suppose is a better way to say it. Volunteerism, can we still say we're volunteers? Well, maybe in a year from now, after the compensation we receive, we'll feel as though that we still volunteer.
Yes.
Is the cornerstone for so many communities, so many businesses. I spent my life in a business that if we didn't have our volunteers, the people that we served, it just wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been even close to the same. And I think the service to the community is just wonderful. So thank you very much for your willingness to do it. And we'll keep saying we're volunteers.
Yes.
There's a couple of points of business just to mention before we get into our agenda. Number one, Stephanie has sent out a note about a meeting in January. So you can really look at your calendars. They're very valuable. We've done them for years to have a retreat, give us a chance to get caught up in terms of what has been done, what's still maybe outstanding. Equally as important, things that you can think of, things that you feel are important to bring to the table. That will effectively become our work plan as we proceed into 2021. I will be sending you all a note. Some of you I know very well, some of you I don't know very well, that maybe over the course of the next couple of weeks, we can get together just to talk. And so if you get a note from me, that's what that will be about, and what your interests are, why we're all doing this. But I think that would be a help. We can use December as a really point in time of transition. So thank. Our agenda is brief. We have one point of business in the emergency ordinance that expires tomorrow. I had a chance to review this with Stephanie yesterday. Hopefully you've had a chance to read it. It is my understanding that this ordinance mirrors what has been done in the past. This is the 9th version, or the 9th iteration. I asked Stephanie specifically if the conditions that we're under today are the same as they were in the 8th edition, the 7th edition, etc. She assures me that they are. So this request of this ordinance is to extend the emergency ordinance for 60 days to expire February. So if I could have a motion to approve.
So moved.
In a second? Okay. So discussion, please. I know a little bit about this. Stephanie and Joe know a great deal about this. Any questions and observations that you have relative to this? And that would be a good time. Dan?
A brief comment. I think conditions from a health point of view are probably worse today than they were even 60 days ago. I think keeping the town protected by renewing this ordinance is fitting. And if not appropriate 2 months ago, more appropriate probably today. We need to keep our guard up. Most of our citizens are in risk positions where obviously they don't want to get it. Nobody wants to get it. But I think keeping this ordinance in place and renewing it is a smart move, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
I just have one procedural thing to point out, that in Section 1, Article C, it says that the public will not be allowed to attend council meetings. I don't believe that that's what we're doing right at the present time.
Yeah, that's been in their ordinance, but we allow right now the public to participate. If some reason we have to stop it, then we will notify.
I think the only thing that I would add is I would add the provisions that are under 8B and C that basically say the requiring of mask and face coverings is a condition of admission, and enact social distancing, cleaning, and hygiene practices as recommended by the Accelerate South Carolina Act. If you just put those two things in there, I think you would be covered.
Mr., they do that, they will have to, if you have to make a motion to.
Shall I? You can make a motion to amend to add that language.
Okay. I make that motion then.
Does anyone
Do
second
they
it?
want to repeat what you said so everyone understands what motion you're making?
Sure. All I'm saying is that to take the requirements that are outlined in Section 8, or Article 8, B and C, and put them in Section 1 under C, where it says the public will not be allowed, instead we'll say the public will be allowed to attend, but requiring the wearing of masks and enacting social distancing that are enumerated in 8, B and C. And then I think this policy comes together nicely.
Okay, you have that, I have that. You and I can work on putting that together.
Specific language, yeah. He's taking things that's related to large venues, and he's wanting to add some of those restrictions for public meetings, what I get.
It just seems like there's a disconnect between one and the other.
That's fair.
Good point. Maria?
Yes, it seems,
Oh,
we have, I'll have a second.
For the
I'll second that
And then
amendment.
you can discuss the amendment, right?
Okay, do I have a second for the amendment?
I will second it.
Okay.
My question was on the same section in 1C. This says that the meetings will still be broadcast. Does that refer to all town meetings or just council meetings?
It could be up to the individual, chair, because we do have some meetings that are still, via virtual.
Virtual,
So,
right.
we still have some committees that are meeting virtual.
So if public safety, for example, could be
It could be in person or virtual.
broadcast? Right, okay. And that was all. I also totally agree with Councilman Prickett about the importance of renewing this. The numbers in South Carolina are very serious, and they keep going up. The last time I checked, I think it was at 13 or 14% of all the tests that were being taken are coming back positive, and we're going in the wrong direction. I just hope it doesn't get that much worse in the holiday time. Thank you.
Stephanie, to that point, what's the are any communities doing anything more than what they had done 2 months ago, 90 days ago?
No, and, Mr. Wilson also, he's a town attorney for Valley, and none of the coastal communities are doing anything more than what they
More than.
put in 2 months
There
ago.
haven't been any substantive changes recently that I know of.
No.
Okay. And you would certainly let us know as soon as,
Absolutely.
okay.
If the governor does anything differently, or if some other, other coastal communities, if they do anything differently, we will let you all know. But as of, right now, they continue to how their existing ordinances that they may have put in place 2 months ago or 3 months ago are still, the same order. They did not make any, adjustments in terms of make it more restrictive or even less restrictive, so, same.
And the communication of this to the community at large is done via,
E-blast.
E-blast.
Stephanie, and our weekly e-blast. And then also between Stephanie's department and Keely, we have a flyer that we
and I think it's been mentioned from Dan and Mary Ann, the extent to which we can continue to emphasize the importance, the compliance, what needs to be done, you know, we should do that.
There'll be an e-blast going out today to the community to let them know that you have renewed this ordinance for how many,
Okay,
60 days and what it entails.
okay, thank you. Any other comments? Discussion?
On the amendment,
On the amendment?
correct.
On the amendment, okay. So we have to take two votes.
That's correct. Vote on the amendment first.
Vote on the amendment first.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody recalls the amendment that Scott had? All in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the,
Yes, so the ordinance as amended,
is approved?
if the, no,
No.
that was just an approval of the amendment
Oh,
that you proposed.
okay,
So now we have an amended ordinance that can be discussed or voted on. If
okay,
there's any more discussion
No.
on the ordinance as amended.
okay. I'll get this straight.
we'll make sure it's-
All right, is there any discussion on the amended, or as amended?
No, no, no.
No.
Okay, ready to vote on that? All approved?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed?
Okay.
That's it?
Okay,
Yes?
all right,
Petra and I will get
I
that
move-
language together and, get it to Stephanie, and we'll end up on your desk to be signed.
okay, thank you, Joe.
Okay.
Okay, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
Second? Okay.
Second.
We are adjourned, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you for being there.